Hello, this is Annette Stanton. I hope you're having a great day. I've just finished with a coaching conversation with a woman in business who has been in business now for herself for about 9 months now. Coming from the corporate background sector in management, she has been in previous business with her husband many years ago as well. One of the things that was noted was she brought to the conversation wanting to develop her confidence and her self-worth, especially when it comes to cash flow, attracting ideal clients, and also having those being able to articulate herself when it comes to communicating with clients who were challenging her fees and the value how they correlated. So what ended up being a uncertain conversation at the start was really identifying what was her lifeline. Where did she stem from? So I asked her how many years has she actually been in business, and she mentioned about, well, it's been 12 years in a particular industry that she has been working in, and which she works in now. Yet then when she started to tell me more about the types of businesses that she had been involved in over the many years of her working life and her experience life, knowledge and background and so forth, it really summed up into a hell of a lot more than just 12 years. So if you're going through a sense of uncertainty, as all of us do when it comes to stepping from corporate sector, being a professional in a particular industry and moving into your own small business as an entrepreneur and who has an entrepreneurial spirit about them, then there is a sense of, the sense of starting again, yet it's not the truth, because there is a lifeline. You've been living a certain way of life and business for many years. What I find is most people do not link the value, which is a lot of based on their own self-worth, of what it is that they've been doing for many years. I'll give you a simple example. Even when I turned 50, which was over 5 years ago now, I went through a stage of, well, what have I been doing with the last 50 years of my life? So I really had a look at, and I created not a resume, but I created like a lifeline where I looked at all the areas, what it was that I've been doing in the professional life, in a personal, hobbies, everything, getting to know myself in a way of, well, what have I been doing with my life, right? Because if you can stand on the shoulders of what have you been doing with your life, yeah, and that includes your business life, the areas that you are truly interested in, the areas of your studies, your background, your communication style, your leadership strengths, anything that makes up the whole of who you are, which is the lifeline. Yeah, and you can stand on those shoulders now, especially if you are in the process of going through a transition, as this particular woman is, and really wanted to get her business, off to a strong start. So then that's a part of her reflection work, is to really go back and reflect on all those areas that she has been living, and the background and the knowledge and the experiences of her working life as well as her personal life, and bringing up children as well. How organised she had to be running a business back then when she was bringing up children as well as a home. Okay, so a lot of us don't look at those particular areas, and we're so hard on ourselves. So if that's what if you're facing some challenges in really owning who you are today, and you're finding that in her case there was some sense of insecurity coming forward, a sense of low self-confidence, her self-worth was being diminished, and her fees were being questioned based on her value, and she then wasn't feeling valued. But ultimately, one of the things is for you to feel valued from external, because a lot of the times we're looking for external validation. If you're looking for external validation outside, then I suggest to you that you start giving it to yourself from inside out. When you give it to yourself from inside out through acknowledging who you are, the day, acknowledging gratitude, what it is that you're doing throughout your day, acknowledging those steps, and every little step adds up to the bigger picture. Okay, so when we acknowledge those little steps along the way, then you create momentum. And, that's what it's all about. It's about being able to be your own best friend along the journey that you choose to be in as you're stepping into what we call life. And life throws many different challenges along the way. And that's all about our life learning lessons and our growth. So the more you resist it, the more you fight it, the more you react to it, the more painful it will be, and there'll be a struggle. So there are many ways to, claim who you are. One of the tips that I want to leave you with today is really look at your lifeline, what it is that you've been doing in your personal, your professional life, your studies, your hobbies, your backgrounds, any area in your life, and really start to stand on those shoulders and own who you truly are instead of trying to become someone that you're not. And that's always hard work. So possibly, I think I'll talk about that one next time. So have a great day. This is Annette Stanton. If I can be of any support, help you in being who you truly are and living the life that you know is the whole you, then I'd be happy to support you. Drop me a line and we'll connect soon. Thanks again. Bye for now. Bye-bye.